What's up, Minutemen? This is Mr. Schmidt. This is our first week of a behavior-focused PowerPoint, as well as a little bit of motivation. You can expect a PowerPoint like this every week being delivered to you on Tuesday with some slides in it that your teachers will go through and help us focus on our procedures and how we want to respond to the awesome things that are happening within our school. We're going to start this PowerPoint off with a formula for life. And I found myself talking about this formula multiple times throughout the last couple of days. That formula can be simplified as E plus R equals O. What do those letters mean? Well, those letters mean events plus response equals opportunities. And the thing is with this particular formula is the events are things that are outside of our control. Anytime in life, you can sit around and you can think about the things that are all around you that are being said, or the feelings of like the temperature in the room, or the smelly person sitting next to you. The things that I'm saying, the volume of which it's being played. There's all sorts of things going on right now that are outside of your control. Those are the events. We don't control those things. And most of the time, you can think of those events as past situations. I mean, every second that goes by, there are things that are in the past. So what do we control? We control our response. We respond to the events that occur within our lives. That's the only thing within our control. And within those responses, those added to the events that are out of our control lead us to opportunities. Are those opportunities going to be positive opportunities or negative opportunities? And it all comes down to how our response is. Just a couple of reminders. Your events are out of your control, and most of the time, they're in the past. Focus on the present. How are you going to respond to those events? That is all within your control. And again, those opportunities are either going to lead to positive or negative situations, all due to your response. We're looking for you to respond well in certain ways, minute after minute, and within each class period. So then you are in some great positive moments. On the next slide are some things that I like to call CGRs, or can get rights. Let's be aware of our CGRs. Our peer/adult interactions. We can get those moments right. We can interact with our friends and our classmates the right way. We can interact with adults the right way, whether it's a teacher in our classroom, a teacher that's not ours in the hallway, or a teacher's aide, or our nurse, librarian, secretary, or even the principals. And don't forget about those cafeteria workers as well. We can have great interactions with those individuals. They are within our control. How we use technology, our attitude in which we show up day in and day out, or even to that class period that you haven't really been enjoying, you are in control of that attitude. Being to class on time, being prepared for class, having the things that you need in order to find success. Your effort, even if you're feeling down in the dumps, or even if last hour did not go so well, you control your effort right now. Your engagement, how much are you paying attention in class, especially those classes that are the most difficult? You control your engagement. Following directions. When a teacher gives you directions, we expect you to follow them a certain way and within a certain pace. And we'll have some slides about that here in just a little bit. And then property use. How are we using this facility, which is our school, as well as a little bit that technology thought as well? The tables, the chairs, our bathrooms, our hallways, our cafeteria. Are we using these items the right way? We can get those things right. And we can respond to the events within our life in a better way. The next slide, your teachers will go through with you on some things on how we want you to respond a certain way to the events within your day-to-day.